What's up, guys? I always find myself in front of my Jeep when I'm getting ready to go out and do these crazy challenge that these hooligans, yeah I said it, hooligans, these YouTube hooligans have come up with. The challenge this time that we're doing is there's 5 or 6 baits and we have to catch fish on those baits. You have to catch one on the previous bait in order to move on to the next bait. The first bait on the list is the lipless crank. This is the actual lipless crank I'm going to be throwing. This is an old school rattle trap. Old school. That's the first bait. I've only got 2 tied on because I don't think I'll even pass those 2 today. But the next, get out! The next bait is a chatterbait. This is a kind of white and gray chatterbait. It does have an underspin, but it's still a chatterbait. It is a bladed jig. You see the blade right here? Those are the 2 I'm throwing right now to begin the challenge. The other baits in order are, hold on. So the 5 baits are the lipless crankbait, which I have one tied on, chatterbait, which I have one tied on, a Cinco, which I will probably rig wacky, a jig, and a hollow body frog. Okay, if you've watched any of my videos lately, you'll know that I'll be able to catch one easily on the hollow body. The other ones are going to be a challenge, especially the especially the chatterbait. I hadn't caught a chatterbait fish in 2017 yet. That will be my first chatterbait fish. But I'm going to try to start the challenge today. I actually just got back into town. I'm kind of doing an intermission to my spring break. The first few days of it was spent spending time with my niece and nephews, 2 of my niece and nephews. The other half of it is going to be spent with the other niece and nephews. So basically, all I've been doing the past few days is hanging out with my niece and nephews, and it's been awesome. We actually tried to fish one day and we got skunked, but it's been awesome and I love spending time with them. So this is an intermission. I have about an hour and I'm going to go try to knock out these 2 baits. This may be the only chance I get to fish all of them because I'm not supposed to come into town until Saturday or Sunday. Which means this may be it. This may be my video. I hope not. I'm hoping I can fish some on Sunday, but it just depends on the weather. If it's cloudy or rainy, this will be my only chance. So I really need to go out and catch a fish on the lipless crankbait as well as the chatterbait. Those are the 2 I'm going to key in on today. Now remember, you can't move on to the next bait until you have caught one on the first one. So I've got to catch one on the lipless crank before I can catch one on the chatterbait, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to link all the other channels that are doing this challenge in the description. You guys go check out their videos as well after you watch mine. Let us know what you think of these challenges. Maybe comment a challenge that you would like to see us do, because we're trying to do these challenges just to try to make it fun so you can see everyone's point of view from different parts of the country. So you guys make sure you finish my video and then go check out their videos. It's going to be fun. The hooligans have struck again and we're doing another challenge. Let's see if I can catch anything on any of these baits. Alright, got the first 2 baits tied on. I'm struggling busting it hard. This is my first bait. See if I can't catch something on it. I'm not looking too good with the pond, but whatever. I'm gonna try. Lipless is first. I just smashed my rods, both of them, in the back of the Jeep. So I'm surprised it didn't break them. Struggling already. All I need is one on the bait to advance. So I just need one on the lipless to go to the next one. Hoping I can get it. Trying to decide if I even want to. Wow, there's a huge bed. Don't look like it has any fish on it, but it's huge. Alright, come right down here, make a few casts. There's probably a bed right there too. Guarantee that's a bed. Yeah, I guarantee that's a bed right there. Alright. Let's try to catch a few. Yep. That's what I was afraid would happen. Dang it. Well, that sucks. I told you I'd smashed my rods in the back of the Jeep. Yep, there's one of them. Dang. This is not starting out too good. This may be a very short trip if this rod does the same thing. Which it very well could, because I slammed both of them in the back of the Jeep. So, alright, let's try this again. This one's gonna do the same thing. Dang it. Yep. It's gonna do the same thing. I'm literally gonna catch a fish on it and it's gonna break. Yep, there it went. So literally the only other rod I had with me is this 2-piece that has braid on it. It's the only other rod. So I'll be throwing a chatterbait and a lipless crankbait on braid for the rest of the day. Someone is trying to punish me. I just broke 2 rods in a matter of 5 seconds. I'm gonna catch my bedding fish with a damn crankbait. Alright. Gotta change up a little bit. Throw a different crankbait. There's fish everywhere. They're just bedding and they won't bite a crankbait. I don't have much time. Alright, so after 30 minutes of another look, I'm going to change up to the Livingston. This is the one that has the bait fish sound. It's a little less quiet. Maybe, just maybe, I can sneak up on one of these fish and entice a bite. Struggling. I am struggling. Don't have much more time. Please be a bass. I don't care if you're the smallest bass ever. Yes! Thank goodness. That's a bass. Are you recording? Yes, you're recording. Hear that bait sound? Yes. Smallest bass ever on a lipless crankbait. But I don't care. Because guess what? It counts. Look at that. Breaking records here, guys. Breaking records. This is really wet through here. Sorry, buddy. Alright. You're down. Lipless crank is down. Done with the lipless crank. Do you realize how hard it is to bed fish with a lipless crank? It's terrible. Alright. On to the next one. Alright, so the chatterbait is next. I actually cut this one down. This trailer so that hopefully I'll get bit a little easier. Probably not, but hopefully. Alright, so hopefully I can get a fish to bite on this pretty quick. Alright, I'm done for the day. I caught 1 fish on the lipless crank, so that's going to be my 1 fish for today. I'm going to have to catch the other 4 on another day. Alright guys, this is day 2. It's the second day. I'm going to try to catch a few fish on those lures for the challenge. So I have caught one on the lipless crank. So I've got the chatterbait, Cinco, jig, hollow body frog left. In that order. Don't even know which pond I'm going to go to first. Probably going to have to do a little bit of pond hopping to try to catch one on the chatterbait. That's going to be my hardest one. For some reason, I cannot get a bass. I cannot get a fish on the chatterbait. And if it's not a bass, then it sets its back. So if I catch something besides a bass on the chatterbait, I've got to go back to the lipless crank, catch another one, then go back to the chatterbait. So I really need to catch bass, not crappie or bluegill or anything else. So I've got to figure out the best place to throw the chatterbait. The Cinco I can get bent on no problem, I think. The jig is going to be touchy. Not sure where I'm going to throw that either. And then the hollow body will be easy, if I can ever get to the hollow body. Anyway, let's go to a pond. Not sure which one yet, but I'm going to go to one. Let's go catch some fish. I don't have time. Right back out here throwing the chatterbait. Trying to get bit. My SJ cam literally died. Got this guy on the chatterbait. I took this swim bait off, and that pretty much sealed the deal. Just made it a little bit smaller profile. So the chatterbait is done. Time for the Cinco. Put this little guy back. Not sure why he even bit the chatterbait, but I don't really care at this point. Alright, time for the Cinco.